Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and it seems like someone wants me to work today, so this is my third video of the day. Sorry about that. We have a humble bundle of interest to game developers, specifically Unity developers, but I think you could probably use these assets in most engines with a little bit of work, and it is the Ultimate Unity Asset Software Bundle. Now, that is a hell of a claim. Ultimate. But this is from Eldamar Studios, and I'll admit, this is actually a bit of an eclectic mix of stuff. So their description is, turn your creative vision into gaming reality with the help of these assets from Eldamar Studios, curated for Unity developers. This bundle features realistic, low-poly environments, high-quality material packs, visual effects, ready-to-go weapons, and lots more of a wide variety of genres and styles. Like I said, there is a weird mix in this pack. Now, it's organized into 3 tiers. The way Humble Bundles works, you buy a high dollar value 2, you get all the stuff below it. You decide how your money is allocated between Humble, the charity, the publisher, and if you so choose, and thank you so much if you do, to help support Game From Scratch. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the assets here because it's a weird mix. Like I said, at the $1 tier here, you're getting a bunch of icon packs and pixel art backgrounds, some PSD UI kits for a horror-style game. We got 100 polygonal-style backgrounds there, so it's basically a smattering of stuff. And now you go to the median tier here, the average price tier, you're getting a number of LUTs, or lookup table packs. Those are for art programs, for applying a general stylized mood to a scene. You can use LUTs in Unity, so it does make sense in that regard. So you're getting epic horror, fantasy, sci-fi LUTs, retro LUTs, and some more icons and some gradient backgrounds. Again, a weird mix of stuff. And truth of the matter is, I don't think any of you are excited by anything you've seen as of yet. So if you're going to probably pick this one up, you're going to be picking it up for this tier. It's worth $33.93 Canadian, which in the world of USD is 25 bucks. In here, what you're getting is a bunch of material packs. So you're getting the stylized material pack, the realistic material pack, and so on. A number of different stylized and realistic materials. By the way, any of these you can drill down into, and you can click out to Eldamar Studio to learn a little bit more about that particular asset and what is actually contained within it. So as you can see here, you can use these with whatever engine you wish. It doesn't necessarily just have to be Unity. So you got a number of texture packs. Those are going to work flawlessly in whatever engine you wish. And so these are things you're probably going to be most interested in. A number of material packs. Then we got some stylized fantasy weapons packs, so 3D models there. And then we're getting the 3D models of the planet pack, the vector space graphics toolkit, the Explosions VFX Explosion Pack, that one's specific to Unity. And then we're getting some sound packs here. So you're getting the Ambient Soundscape Pack, the Emotional Fantasy Music and Samples Pack, and then we're getting some 3D environments. I've got one of these loading up in the background, so we'll check that out in just a second. So you're getting the Winter Environment Low Poly Pack, the Survival Low Poly Pack, the Fantasy Low Poly Pack, the Low Poly Terrain Pack, another icon pack in here, the Western pack, and the Futuristic pack. So a lot of low polygon and environment sets, which, again, we'll check one out in just a second. And then some more icon packs, a little bit more music, some fonts, because, hey, why not? So we've got 100 game fonts in here. And I actually love fonts, so I'm not besmirching that. Then we've got the 2D black and white game pack. So this is perfect solution for indie game developers looking to create unique, stylish games with a moody aesthetic. Comprehensive pack includes everything you need to create stunning 2D games with a black and white color scheme. All right, that's interesting. And then I think we're looping into the earlier stuff here. So again, the bottom tier stuff probably isn't going to intrigue too many people unless for some reason you need some icons. And then I guess for $1, it's a good deal at that regard. The middle tier is, again, not really that interesting. It's the top tier here that you're interested in, if anything here. So you're getting a number of different font packs, texture packs here, again, usable in whatever engine you wish. Then you're getting some low polygon packs here for a variety of different genres, some music, some fonts, very strange mix of assets here. So in terms of what do you actually get? Well, when you buy this, you get a redemption code. So here is mine. Oops. Here we go. So here is what I got out of it. Obviously, your redeem key would be showing up right here. And then you click to redeem the key, and then you can create an account on there, which I did, and then you can redeem it. So it'll show up here under your orders. There is your order available right there, and you can come here and download from their servers. Now, if you're wondering, okay, if you're going to have to get this stuff, can you get it off of like the Unity or asset store? No, it's all going to be hosted on their servers. So any updates are going to happen on their particular servers. So the question is, how fast are their servers? So let's go ahead and check that out. So we're going to go out of full screen mode, and I'll start one of these material packs. We're not going to wait for this to finish, but it'll give you an idea of the download speeds you can expect, because these are huge. This is a 2 gigabyte file, and we're downloading at 16 megabyte per second. So about 100 megabit per second download speeds. Not terrible. So you're looking at probably a minute to download a 2 gigabyte, assuming you've got a decent internet connection. So all the stuff are hosted on their particular servers, if you're wondering where this stuff actually comes from. Yeah, and that's it. So now let's go take a little bit of a hands-on look at what you're getting. Once you've downloaded these things, again, this one is still downloading here. They come down as a zip file. You extract out the zip file. For example, are the realistic textures. They're set up as a Unity package, but they're also set up as a sequence of textures. So if you, for example, need a asphalt texture for your game, you're getting the PNG graphic here and the normal map graphic as well. I got to set up a quick viewer because loading things up in Affinity Photo every time I want to check something out is not the ideal thing. You can see, oh yeah, I guess that's asphalt. So there's the texture for asphalt. There is your normal map being created. Let's go back, check something else out here. So realistic pack, textures, stone block. All right, so let's go check out stone block. So there is one oh, I just imported them all into the same photo. Okay, yeah, I definitely need to check, set up something a little bit less fat. Let's bring in the diffuse for that guy right there. There you go. So they see a brick texture there. Plus, of course, you're getting the bump and the normal map material there for that guy there. So that is the texture packs there. Everything is also set up and pre-configured as a Unity asset. So if you're going to bring that package in, you can do that. So here is the Fantasy Low Poly Pack. You expect that one out. You're going to see you're getting Unity packages here for both ERP, the built-in, and the HDRP. So here we go. And this is, I believe, the built-in. Yeah, built-in pipe. So you want to bring the assets in. Basically, just go down here, go to Import Package, like so, Custom Package, go to your Downloads folder or wherever you happen to put things. So this is the Fantasy one. Just go in here. So this is the built-in pipeline. Just open up the assets and import everything in. I'll let this run, give you a second. All right, so here we go. This is the built-in pipeline version of the Fantasy assets. Let's just expand this out a little bit, and we'll take a look around the world. So it's not bad. It's a nice flat shade style. It probably would mesh well enough with, say, Cinti assets. And this is one of the examples. So this is your fantasy environment. You know what? I've always liked this aesthetic. So if you can make this work, this is what the majority of the packs are in, this kind of format. Again, everything is prefabbed. If you're working with Unity, easy enough to instantiate and use things in your world. So that is just one of the packs here. As we saw earlier on, there's a decent number of packs in this. So you've got winter environment, terrain, fantasy, that's the one we just checked out, a survival one, western, and then a future one here as well. And then, yeah, the rest is LUTs and other stuff like that. So it's definitely an interesting mix. I do think the vast majority of things we're seeing here should be game engine agnostic, especially the texture pack. Any of the textures and those kind of things, you can just use them as textures. Again, you will be able to import them into Unity as assets, though. So I could come in here again, import that guy in. So let's import in that package that we grabbed earlier on. And they're going to be a lot easier to work with in Unity than they would in other environments. But there is a Unity asset package for bringing them in as actual ready-to-go pre-configured material. So everything is set up for you like so. I'll pause while this executes. So here you see it. In that particular case, you're going to get all of the materials defined and ready to go in the Unity world. So like that. And let's just randomly drop some in to replace these grids with different texture materials. Like so. So they're obviously going to be a lot easier to work with in the Unity environment, but they should work in whichever environment you want to work with, as long as you're willing to recreate the material yourself. So I'm just randomly turning things into other things here in my world environment. But obviously, much easier to work with if you are actually using Unity. So that is one of the texture packs here. It's a strange mix. I've got nothing against this bundle. It's just, again, an eclectic choice of things. I personally can use LUT tables. I use them in graphics all the time. Fonts I also appreciate. Icon packs, again, it's going to be if you need them, but we could all use icons at a particular point in time. Nice variety of them, so modern, sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and so on. So it's basically survival. So every pack that you've got up here, you've got corresponding icons to go along with it. It's just, this is kind of like if you're making one kind of genre game, the other stuff isn't necessarily going to be that useful for you. But on the whole, hey, you got some music, you got some sound, you've got some 3D model environments, you've got some fonts, you've got some LUTs. Let me know what you think of this bundle in general. So this is the Eldamar Studios Ultimate Unity Asset Software Bundle. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. Talk to you all later. Goodbye.